Welcome to the Lost Caravan RPG.
A haven for the lost, the worn, and the wandering.
Whether you only need a place to rest your soul,
or looking for a brand new journey, we welcome you.
You are safe within our ranks, surrounded by the friends you have yet to meet.
Some of you may be new, eager to take your first steps in the shoes of a hero.
Others are veterans of a war fought through generations.
Having played dozens of characters
and rolled hundreds of dice.
Either way, we can promise you will find moments of adventure and heartbreak,
as well as moments of tears and laughter.
Countless noble tales have been spun around our campfire,
such as Pathfinder, Dungeons and Dragons, Lancer, and Locust.
We travel anywhere and everywhere,
exploring towering castles, desolate space stations, and haunted mansions.
We have a few roles if you decide to stay.
Treat each other with love, kindness, and acceptance.
We never judge on appearance, only on richness of character.
For as long as you ride with the caravan, you will never walk alone.
We work together to forge a better world for us, and for every traveler after we're gone.
So, take a seat, grab a drink, and listen to our tales.
When you're ready, we'll help you tell a tale of your own.
Hello everyone, we are the Lost Caravan RPG. We do one-shots, mini-series, and long-running campaigns. If it's TTRPG, we pretty much do it all. I have now officially said that over 250 times. Tonight, we are playing... Tonight we're playing episode 2 of our Avatar Legends campaign with an amazing cast of people. And we'll apparently immediately get to kick off with some shenanigans. But before we dive into it, I do have just a few announcements to go through. The first being we have two sponsors for the game. That is HeroForge.com, which is what we make most of our cool character tokens. But for tonight's game, this was done. I had this link ready and I closed it like a fool.
You just need to build anticipation. That's what it's.
That's
about.
Right. That's right. It's all a part of the plan.
Yeah, drum roll.
Done by Kuma Maski. I hope I pronounced that correctly on Instagram. There you go. They do fantastic work. They did the art for both this game and for Tabula Ultima, both of which I absolutely love. So go check them out. Our other sponsor is Epidemic Sound. Kick up, of course. Epidemic Sound is what we use for all of our royalty-free sounds and sound effects. But if you use our link, which one of the mods will post that eventually, or they won't, I'm not worried about it. Use our link, then you can get 30 days access for the entirety of their music library. And at the end of the 30 days, if you decide to keep your subscription, it does go to support us, which I can love you for.
Yes.
Just a little. Alright. Other than that, you can also check out our website, lostcaravanrpg.com, where you can get some of our cool merch. We have t-shirts and coffee cups and stuff, and we have things that we're planning on adding to or in the future. And also our YouTube channel. If you miss any of our streams, they almost all end up on our YouTube channel, other than a few that got lost to the gremlins, but we just don't talk about those. There's something like 240 something videos on our YouTube. It's kind of... But I think that's all I got. If I missed anything, the mods will yell at me. It's okay. I'm going to pass it on over to the lovely cast and crew that we have in front of us so they can tell you who they are and who they're playing to. So clockwise, starting for me, means that up first is Caitlin.
Hey everybody, I'm Caitlin, I use she, her pronouns, and tonight I will be playing Mayari Basho, a chronically ill waterbender of the successor playbook, who uses she, they pronouns. Mayari is not excited to be in Republic City for multiple reasons, but we're here, and tonight I, like my character, also have a chronic illness, and I'm not feeling the greatest, so I might need to pop off screen to recline and do other things. So know that I'm all right, but just wanted to let you all know.
That brings us over to Matt.
Hello, my name is Matt. He, him pronouns. I'm playing Faye, also he, him pronouns, using the bold playbook. And, Faye's feeling pretty good. I mean, he's just met potentially 3 avatars, and it sounds like he's got a feeling he's gonna meet a 4th soon. But, yeah, he's hella excited. I'm hella excited. Let's go. And Zwak is also hella excited.
Zwak!
Yes!
Yes.
All right.
Cheers for Zwak.
I mean,
Praise Walk to get infinite crits.
we were talking about adding our own mechanics to the game before this, and Zwak has their own mechanic where when you go into a new place, I just roll for Zwak, and he might steal something.
Yes. Petty crime.
Casual petty crime.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that brings us over to Extel.
Hello everyone. I am Extel. He, him pronouns. I'm playing Zaya of the Prodigy playbook because yes, he is awesome. He also uses he, him pronouns, and he's feeling. I'm having an existential crisis. I think, embers. But everything's fine. Everything's totally fine. It'll be fine. I got my fire bending. Yeah.
And I kind of lightning, kind of some lightning. We'll get there.
We don't talk about
that. And then joining us for the first time tonight, Winter.
Hello, everyone. My name is Winter. I use it, she pronouns, and I will be portraying Dai Zizin, he, him pronouns of the Pillar playbook. He is new in Republic City, hasn't met the gang yet, but has a sense he'll be making some new friends very soon.
Hopefully. Yeah. Hopefully not 4 mortal enemies. Fingers crossed.
You know what? Or maybe 4 mortal enemies. You know what? We'll see how things roll.
And then, of course, last but not least, Nicole.
Hi, I am Nicole. My pronouns are she, they. I am going to be playing Kim Tomo, she, her, a earthbender traveling merchant type person with the Guardian playbook. And very excited to see what she's going to do while we're here in Republic City.
Yeah. And of course, that just leaves me. I am Andrew, your storyteller for tonight's game, and for most games around here. So you are going to see a bunch of friendly faces behind the GM seat in weeks, especially in Pathfinder Week, because we have a bunch of great people in our community, and we want to help them tell their amazing stories. Casting call for next month is officially closed. I forgot to mention that. But we do casting calls every month. So if you do want to come and roll some dice with us, just come hang in our Discord. You'll see the next casting call goes live. Alright. I think that's all we got. Dive on in.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, last session, the caravan of ships headed towards Republic City were met with odd disturbance. What initially was just this vicious thunderstorm. Most boats today are passing through. Very quickly turned into something extraordinary. Whether it's the storm that called these creatures from the deep or the creatures that brought the storm with them, agitated whale eel-like creature, massive in size, started to tear apart trailing boats from the caravan. Your 2 vessels coming to the rescue managed to drag the people out of the water, pull the creature away from the caravan. giving them time to cool off, make sure, get out danger. Get to see quite a bit of waterbending. We also got to see, uh, was it, what was the name of the invention that Faye threw in the water?
Oh, Zwok
Swak
2.0.
Walk 2.0. This
Yeah, I made
animal-
a little buddy for him, but you know he's never liked it. So I was like, all right, here we go.
it just vibrated and it made noise and light threw the creature away. Everyone a chance. That was where one of our own, Ember, was promptly fired from his position, Fire Nation. Not for bad reason, but because your commanding officer decided that your claim best to left discover what it wants to do, what it wants to be. Have so much potential. Want to see squandered. Also, Sam, thank you for the villain point.
Villain points. Wait a second.
Don't worry about it. It's
Sam,
fine.
you did it wrong. You're supposed to do the heroes.
Oh,
You're
dang.
supposed to do 5.
Try again.
Let's go.
We also had an encounter with a shop owner named Dawn, a very innocent,
Yep.
who has been accused of some very egregious crimes, but without
Crimes he would never commit.
never.
Never.
Don is my father.
I trust that man with my life.
But it is a little mysterious that everyone on your boat seems to be missing things. Don is no. But he gathered, all of you being the ones that jumped into action, will naturally drawn to each other, like-minded. You ventured ahead of the rest of the survivors from the Pit Republic, finding bustling metropolis of life, as some of you are well aware of, been here before, or some of you have only heard about. But, and finding a fire juggler, decided to stop and ask the meaning of life to, who just tried to answer your questions as best he could, and towards park, where all of the street performers on a basis gather, meal, talk, and about stories, get to know new people. And unless I'm forgetting anything.
Yeah, Ember got that invite.
Didn't get a time
I
though.
do not know where it is.
Walked away before he could get that.
All right. Well, why don't we bring our story in, hand the camera down through the street, past all the market stalls, past the docks full of ships coming and going, to find one in day. Where would you be?
I think at this point, Day enjoys a daily stroll through the city. Day has not been in the city very long. Has recently arrived here from the Earth Kingdom, and as such is still acclimating to the bustling metropolis that is Republic City. And so, in order to familiarize himself with the comings and goings and the daily hubbub of the city, he is taking daily walks. And I believe this walk currently, possibly, would be leading him past wherever ships have come in. possibly in the direction of the park where he's been told and heard that street performers will be gathering. But he doesn't know that for sure. Just words on the street.
And I'm actually going to remember having been given this invitation from the fire juggler. The rest of the party kind of taking in the sights, smells around all of this amazing different parts of the world, spices. What's running through your mind? Just lost everything you were, not but a few. Running through.
I think Ember is taking in these sights and looking around and is feeling not quite overwhelmed, but stuck. He's wondering what to do. All his life, there's been some sort of order, some sort of mission to fulfill, some goal to have that was given to him by his family or others in the Fire Nation army. But for the first time in his entire life, there is no such order to guide him. So he's just watching.
I expected as much. Or focused. And it's people and the vibe around you rather than detail. The rest of your Ember. Moment where from across the busy streets we're letting black eyes. Both kind of sensing that same waywardness. What do you like to do?
I think Day would stop in his tracks and nonchalantly walk toward the stranger that has gotten his attention. As he does so, Ember would notice that Day is dressed in very fine clothing, very like dark green silks with gold trim. His head bald, besides a long ponytail coming from his back, and he walks with a tall staff that clicks against the stone streets, keeping him balanced as he only has one leg, and so he leans very heavily on that staff. He approaches Ember, and he says, "It seems you're lost as well."
Yeah, very much so. Are you lost? Wait, like lost as in like lost or like lost?
I believe that's for the both of us to decide. My name is Dai Zizen. Welcome to Empire City. Sorry, Republic City. Republic City?
Public City.
Welcome to Republic City.
You are lost.
Very lost.
Wrong city.
Welcome to the Southern Water Tribes.
He sticks out his hand and goes, "First Lieutenant Ember Zolzaya. Nice to meet you."
And gives a firm handshake. I trust you're in the city for the memorial service, perhaps? We've been getting many visitors recently. The port has been flooded with new visitors.
You know, I was supposed to be here for that. I think I think still gonna go, but in a different role than I thought I was gonna be in. Just as a watcher, and less as a. This is probably boring, right? Hold on, I shouldn't dump everything on you the moment I meet you. What are you doing? How is it? What are you looking for? You know, if you're also lost, you know.
I consider it less lost and more awaiting a new beginning. I have recently made Republic City my home, having come from the Earth Kingdom, and it would be nice to have new friends.
Oh, well, if you want a friend, here, come with me, and he leads you over to over to the group if they're all together. If not, just to Faye.
I'm
My
actually
best
gonna
friends,
jump
these
over.
people I met earlier today.
I'm gonna jump over to Faye real
Yeah,
As
pro tag energy.
you've already seen little buddy disappear and come back with like a half forged chunk of iron already since
Yeah.
you look around that he's nowhere to be seen.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. So I imagine that Faye like noticing that is gonna be like, ah crap. Okay. Because I mean, you know, cuteness will only get you so far. So I'm gonna like hurry up and put that brick that ingot in my pocket and just try to run after and try to like look for him. Just making sure my eye lines are like very low because he's tiny.
Would you like to roll the very first roll of the game?
Yes, I would love to.
How do you feel about an assess the
Nice.
situation?
I would love that. Oh my goodness. I've got a 9.
Oh, so ask one of the questions.
Okay, great. So, okay. What should I be on the lookout for?
Zorak, obviously.
Obviously looking for your companion. It just takes a moment of kind of scanning through the crowds of people to see the older woman just kind of come running out of this tea shop left and right, obviously furious.
Uh-oh. Um, okay. All right. I imagine that since Zwak and I have been partners in crime for a while, you know, we would have kind of like our roles to play, and so Faye is gonna go towards the woman who looks furious.
The moment it looks like you're headed towards the store, you that
What?
Someone's been coming in every night this week and pilfering some of my best tea supplies. And I just saw some little fuzzy creature come in, grab some stuff, and walk out.
Okay, so I'll be honest with you. I just barely arrived here, so me nor my friend couldn't have been doing that. We've only stolen this so far. I don't think you use this in tea, right?
These walk around the corner, just like arms just holding this bundle of tea, staring at you.
Oh, yeah, but I mean, look, if you want, I can give you this. Whatever they stole might have been, then maybe this is a trade. I don't know what they took.
Oh. My tea leaves back. And I'm not the only one on this street. There's other people down here that have had things disappearing too.
For the whole week?
Me, it's been other people.
Oh my gosh. And can I see like, okay, as far as shops go, is this a really nice fancy like, Gucci, lots of people lined up with, just fat stacks? It's not okay. All right. I'm going to be like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And I'll gesture for Zwok to come back. Just doing like one of those looks of like, we can't steal from this woman. She's too nice. I mean, I feel like she probably has as much money as we do, so we have to give it back. That's kind of like the vibe I'm giving Zwok.
Waddling.
And I'll just like go down to pick him up and be like, "All right, Zwok, give the nice lady her tea back." And then I imagine Zwok's kind of like that little kid that did something bad. And just like, Zwok. And just kind of presents it out.
She takes it. Now, the anger is very quick. Sorry, I frustrated.
Yeah, I get it. Would you happen to know like if anyone else has been here, like has popped up recently? Because I just got here. So I mean, I know that kind of makes me a suspect too. And we just stole from you too, so that's not a good look. But but I gave it back, so maybe that gives me some points.
I can come on in.
Oh, thank you. I'm gonna whisper to Zwok and say, "See, sometimes you just get the tea for free."
At this point, Ember, Bayari, and exploring the street. No sign of Faye.
Okay, well, these people were acquaintances to me. Kim and Mayari.
Yeah, that was it. Very good.
This is Day. I just met him on the street just now.
Always nice to meet fellow wanderers.
Sure. Mayari Besho. And Mayari will extend a hand and
Dai takes it.
cool. Yeah, I'll offer a skewer.
Oh, how generous. Thank you.
Sure.
Dai
And like, we'll like hold on to the end of it and be like, oh, like, sorry, I was thinking like, a piece or never mind. Here, yep. All right.
Oh,
Kim will just get you another one.
Nope, it's cool. It was the last one with peanut sauce. It's fine.
That was so adorably awkward.
I appreciate that. Mayari, you're a very generous soul, and I greatly appreciate it.
I don't think I've ever heard those words. Thank you.
Well, I hope you hear them much more in the future. And I'll just start eating at the skewer of assorted meats and whatever else is on the skewer.
I like your new friend.
No one told you that after you saved a bunch of lives? No one
Saved lives?
Thank you for saving our lives, sir.
I keep saying.
I don't know how to I don't know how to take compliments. And I'll like, she'll bury herself and just, yeah.
It's a process. We're working through it. Hi, I am Kim. Nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you, Kim. It seems you're in the company of some very fine folk indeed.
It would seem that way.
You know,
Yeah, quite.
the three of you remind me of some old friends of mine, in fact, from my time before I arrived in the city. I'm well familiar with those who have difficulty accepting the positive traits that they carry. But I hope that one day you'll be able to do so. But I know it will not be easy and it will take time. But I hope I am here to see that when you can accept them.
Ari will pull Kim aside and go, "Who is this guy?"
Just another new friend.
Just walked out of a, like, book of wisdom. I don't know.
I think we need this.
Oh,
we need this.
Yeah.
Turn back around.
Nice to meet you.
You know that wasn't quiet at all, right?
What?
What are you talking about?
I did in fact hear every word you said.
All right.
And I
gotta
appreciate
work on
a compliment.
It's only polite to ignore conversations like that.
But is
That's
it not
our code?
But is it not equally polite to accept compliments that are given? If I will excuse you of one slight, I hope that you will find it in yourself to excuse me of mine.
Oh, forgiven.
Yeah, you're right. Wisdom.
Thank you.
Wisdom up the wazoo.
Yep. Where is Faye?
Oh, you have another companion.
Faye took off looking for Black. That's the name.
Yeah,
Black.
my bee penguin.
It has not yet returned.
Yeah, sorry, that was to the group.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're fine.
I have no idea. I thought he would be here with y'all, but apparently not.
Pardon my my inquiry, but what was it you mentioned about Mayari being responsible for saving lives? Am I in the company of a band of heroes?
Oh, yeah, it was at least one.
Heroes.
There was a
heroes is a
title.
big word. Yeah, we're titleless here.
Yes.
Heroes
we don't believe in that.
Heroes may be a big word, but a big soul can carry such big words. I suppose it has yet to be seen the size of your soul.
It's all very profound.
I was about to say, I'm just chewing on all of this. I just feel like you're like a little bag of just wisdom snacks that I'm popping. That's bad. I'm not good at analogies.
Wisdom snacks.
I don't know what I'm saying. Somebody stop me.
I am but a humble traveler on the road of life. No more, no less. I have been granted opportunities that others have not possessed, but it is my hope to use those opportunities for the betterment of more than just myself. One does not walk the road of life alone, after all, and it is always good to have companions on your travels.
You are saying a lot of words.
I do have a habit of doing that. I was going to apologize if my verbosity is aggravating. I do have a habit
is
of.
A word.
It is a word, yes.
I'm gonna look for Faye.
But is it masculine? No.
Kim's just like, why don't you just have this skewer while we go and find our missing person?
Day just takes the other skewer, is like, two.
Follow, and we'll follow after Ember.
Should I follow you, or
Yep. Follow
come
the
on.
road of life. This is the way.
Come on with us. Yeah. Why not?
You're one of
The
us
more
now,
the
I guess.
merrier.
Such marvelous companions, and they just slowly, like, trying to balance the two skewers in one hand while he's walking with his staff and just trying to just.
Kim is speed walking.
Dai is
my
not trying to speed walk; it's just moseying, you could say.
Mayari is trying to speed walk with Kim, but is like slowing down and just getting tired, and so she's inevitably ending up closer to Dai as they start walking. She's like, okay. Yep.
Dai makes it a point. Dai makes it a point never to pass Mayori. Just keeps him in the back of the group at all times.
Well, you've been invited into a team-up.
Yes.
Are you heading in by yourself?
Yeah, we got free tea. I have no money.
Of course. Step in, and it's very quaint. Kind of aura of calmness, serenity, immediately hit by just dozens of different scents. And of course, there are no other customers. But nonetheless, points towards off back of the room. Take a seat. Water going. You said you're new to Republic City then.
Yes. Well, I mean, I'm here for the event, the ceremony. But yeah, it's a beautiful place. I love your shop. It looks very cozy.
Cozy is a word for it. Some say run down. Home.
Have you been here very long?
Say that?
Yeah. Okay.
Long enough to see the city change dramatically. Sorry for
the better.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Once, Avatar Aang,
right.
Things got a lot better. Now, well, a lot of us are worried. What happened? Now that he's gone.
Oh. So you're saying there's a void in people's lives that needs to be filled.
You know the Avatar died, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I know. Okay. I know. I'm just saying I might have some hope for you.
Unless you're about to tell me that you're in the next Avatar, that remains to be seen.
Me? I mean, I can't. I'm sorry. Like I said, I'm gonna be honest with you. I can't bend, but a friend of mine, to save a ship, he got hit by lightning.
Right. Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Yeah. No.
I might
absolutely.
know who the next. I might know who the next one is.
By now she's got some water heated.
Delightful. Thank you so much. What was your name?
Li Ming.
Li Ming. That's a beautiful name.
Sorry for yelling.
No, honestly, we kind of earned it. And I imagine Zwok kind of like looks up a little contemptuously at Faye. Faye's just like, go with me. we kind of earned it a little bit, but I'm sorry. We just didn't know, and we don't want to cause hardship for you.
No, it's not you. Like I said, a lot of us street have been. What was first just petty theft, spectacular, then jewelry starts going missing. Stuff that can't really replace.
Right.
Anyway,
Did you lose something of particular import that
oh no,
is
thankfully,
irreplaceable?
thankfully, produce.
Uh-huh. Do you, I mean, have any of y'all seen any clues or anything?
Like investigation, like the police investigation clues.
Right, because if people have been losing things that are that valuable, something's got to be done.
I think someone made a report about it. I'm gonna go looking.
Ah, but you know who can. The next avatar.
That's what I was.
Yes. See, we're on the same wavelength, Li Ming. Goodness. Okay. You know what? I mean, I'm the assistant of this next avatar. So we're on it. I'll just, I'll forward the message to him. Let him know everything will be okay. We'll get your produce back. We'll get those irreplaceable items back. And hey, my name's Faye, but Ember is the name you need to remember.
Ember.
Remember?
Ember, you will remember.
Very clearly now listening or to humor you, actually taking in a lot of what you're saying, but it's just kind of enjoying your company.
Great. Yeah, I enjoy the tea immensely. And I feel like I have a job. I mean, what better way to find purpose, to help Ember find himself, than this calling that's fallen immediately into our paths? So,
Not a. You know what? No, you're right.
no,
Absolutely,
it's not
this is a
just
calling.
tea. Exactly. This was a slight against you and the people. And the avatar.
Definitely track down who's responsible and bring them to justice.
We will, Li Ming. I swear it. And then I'll put the brick. That's for you. And then I'll walk away.
Faye! Faye!
Hey.
The voice is just calling your name walking down the street.
Hey, I'm sorry I was having tea.
Oh.
Why'd you just walk off? Kim is going as fast as she can without full running. Like, you need to get over here.
All right, Faye.
She gets like that. It's okay.
Okay.
Just go with it.
Like, mom voice, where the hell were you?
Oh, no. I'm sorry. I lost track of my best friend in the world, and I'm going to really lift up Zwok and put him as close as possible to Kim's face to essentially place the anger from Faye in this direction, and he's got just the best way to diffuse. Zwok.
You don't really have a whole lot of control on him, do you?
No, we're friends. I don't control him.
Zwak looks a
You
little.
probably should.
Oh, if a Zwak could look insulted, that's the look that you're getting.
Just puts his hands on his hips.
If he keeps pickpocketing stuff, he's gonna get everyone in trouble.
It's okay.
That's not good for the group.
I left that elsewhere.
Well, I met a new friend. This is Day. Day. This is Faye.
I think Ember would look back and you would see that Day is like multiple steps away, following, still taking his time, like not even a care in the world, just moseying through the city. Like on your path to you, but just completely lacking the rust that the rest of the group had.
Oh. Faye's gonna like
chill person.
Try to meet you in the middle, and hold out a hand and say, "It's nice to meet you. I'm Faye."
Well met, Faye. My name is Dai Zizen.
Dai Zizen.
Yes, okay. You are a companion of these individuals I met, it seems.
Yes. Yes.
And it seems you have a companion of your own.
Yes, this is Zwak, and Zwak is going to, as always, hold out a hand to be shook.
Yeah. And Day just like gives like less of a hand and more as like two fingers, just
Perfect. Well, I like Zwak immediately is like beaming at you, just like relishing the respect.
I've never encountered a penguin bee?
Yes, you knew exactly immediately. Oh my gosh.
I could tell from the avian face with the flippers and the yellow and black coating. I've seen those features across multiple animals and simply put the two together and hoped my assumption was correct, which it seems it was.
It was perfect. Oh my goodness.
I thought it was some sort of mouse.
Mouse.
I could.
Wow.
I thought it was a bee penguin. What's the difference?
Oh.
Well,
I think one's South Pole, one's North. Is that how that goes?
I will admit my zoology is a bit of a blind spot for me, so I cannot comment.
You know
but
what?
That is a good guess, as good as any, at least.
Absolutely, goodness.
Yeah,
well,
I didn't spend a lot of time studying animals or anything, so.
It's such a pleasure to meet you.
Likewise.
I mean, so you're well acquainted. We've got Ember, Mayari, Kim, potential future avatars. I'm just saying.
Future avatars, you say?
Have you been telling people that we're the avatar again?
Yeah. I feel like
out of character. How long ago did Avatar Aang die?
I think like 2 months, I think, or something.
Okay, like
it's been pretty recent.
Yeah, just
okay,
a couple
so
months.
Not even years. Okay, I beg your pardon.
Yeah, I've been talking with the people, and the people are scared. They need hope. There's a void that needs to be filled, and I think that one of them, maybe even you, could fill that void.
Well, if certainly that any of us can rise to the occasion and provide succor to those that need it and support to those along the path, I would hesitate to say that such a trait would make one an avatar. However, there's a very particular process that comes to the avatar state of being from what I've studied. With Aang's passing, not even a year out, none, unless these individuals are much, much, much younger than they appear, I do not believe they would have the the avatar's spirit would have passed on.
Right.
Now, if your point is less that they are the literal avatar and more perhaps successors to Aang's legacy of being a beacon of hope and a source of comfort to the people, that has yet
That
to be
too.
seen. And that is absolutely something I would love to witness from this group.
Great. We are in total agreement then. Oh my
We
goodness.
Mind meld.
Let me
Okay,
just-
so first
just
mission
finish
for
that.
what?
Keep going. Never mind.
Oh, I was sorry. No, I was just gonna say I feel like first mission for team. I can't even bring myself to say it. Not Avatar Spirit. Our mission should be to find my notebook and your necklace.
Look, I heard. I was having some tea with a beautiful woman in that shop right there, and she was telling me.
That's Miss Ling's shop.
Yes, you know she's amazing, right?
Leans out the window and waves.
Yes.
Die waves back. Oh yeah, I have frequented the shop once or twice since my time in the city. She is in fact very good at what she does.
Absolutely, and she's very kind, and it sounds like she and a bunch of other shop owners have been missing items too. And I told her, I promised her that we would solve this mystery. We would get all the items back.
Now, while I appreciate that you are so willing to help others, I would hazard that in the future it may perhaps be best to communicate with your friends and fellows before you offer their services so freely.
That's
unless
very
you're,
wise.
Unless you are planning on taking on the task yourself and simply sharing the credit.
Oh, me? Be like the app? I couldn't, but I will take your words to heart. You speak with the temperance and wisdom of an avatar.
I'm going to ask you politely not to refer to me as an avatar. I lack, even if by some miraculous circumstance the avatar spirit resided within me in some post reincarnation incident, I do not possess the skill of bending.
Neither do I.
Then perhaps, rather than chasing dreams of being an avatar, we can look within ourselves and find a way to be something different, but just as important as an avatar. As you said earlier, a beacon of hope, a source of support, succor to those that are needed. One does not need to be an avatar to be such things. One needs simply the will and the desire to do good. And it seems that you, Faye, are in abundance of such a desire.
Let's go. Let's do
a way deeper conversation than I thought it was going to be.
Alright.
But what did you say about it couldn't be connected, right? Because we were on the ocean a minute ago. So
I don't know. As far as clues or anything, unfortunately, she didn't have any of that. But I mean, it seemed like there were new people showing up, and y'all lost things recently. They lost things recently. I can't imagine that. I mean, I feel like we should keep an eye out for precious things because it seems like things like jewelry and the like have started to be taken. If we find a bunch of stuff, I mean, Faye will turn his pockets out. I don't have much, but I know what it's like to lose something important to you.
Mm-hmm.
So.
You're very wise, Faye. And very charitable.
Thank you so much. Oh my gosh.
While I am
Faye
new,
accepts it well.
while I am new to the city, yes, perhaps, Mayari, perhaps you can learn something from Faye in the art of accepting one's inner talents and strengths. I think Faye has
Yeah.
much to teach you in that regard.
I think Faye's got a lot to teach
Oh.
me in general, and I'll like do
Whoa.
a pickpocketing gesture.
That,
Little
that
aware.
completely goes over Day's head.
Him. Ember has like a very serious face, like he's contemplating things right now. Was there any indication of whether or not during the trip people were losing things, or was it just when we got on shore?
On your boat, there was. Oh, sorry. Was that directed at me or at the party?
I was asking Kim.
Okay.
No, it seemed like everyone had everything until right after we finished fighting that thing.
Okay, so I mean, that'd be a pretty short window to, as soon as we make landfall, to hop on a boat and steal people's things, but it's not impossible. I mean, I've done, covert operations before, and it can happen.
Covert operations. Days is kind of muttering to himself, like taking in the various conversations of the group.
We do not listen in on other people's one-on-ones. It's not something that is cool with me personally. And I would appreciate it if you respect that.
Day will shift his grip on his staff to kind of hold it in the crook of his arm.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I'm not going to do that, but he's doing that.
So no lost items until we got here.
Right. And if it has been happening for weeks, they would have to have a pretty, like, well set in stone order of operations.
And then I turned to Faye. Did she tell you how frequent it was? Was it every night? Was it every other night?
It seemed like every night, for a few days in a row.
Any other details? Like, did it scratch up the? Did someone break in? Did something crack a window? Did any forced entry?
She knew absolutely nothing except her produce was taken.
Okay.
But other people have had jewelry taken that have shops around here, so we could ask around.
Produce and jewelry.
Yeah.
We wouldn't need those two things. They're so different.
Maybe it's different people stealing different things. Just
if I wanted to go visit my friend, do we know what portion of the city they live in?
Talking about Dawn?
Not Dawn.
Other secret friend.
Oh, snap.
Secret, you say?
Send me a quick reminder.
Oh no, where's yours?
Wait, so no other details whatsoever, just stolen things.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
I will say this. Her shop, very cozy, but there wasn't a lot of stuff of particular value in there, so that might be why she didn't get like super robbed. But other places with more valuable goods, they seem to, irreplaceable things.
Okay. Well, I don't know if people have short-term plans, we should go with those and then use this as the later backup plan. But if you're cozy with the tea shop lady, we can maybe I don't know, hide in the shop and see if whoever comes back, since they've been stealing every night. I don't know.
Take out. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I
At this
guess.
point, I'll do like this gesture today to get him to take his hands off his. We're gonna stake out. We're gonna stake out.
Stake out.
Yes.
That is certainly a direct course of action.
Yes, I mean, you're good friends with Li Ming, the owner of the tea shop.
I would not say good. I've frequented this establishment several times. I would not
Me
say
too. If we join forces, we probably add up to being a good friend.
I do not believe that. I do not believe social capital is a basic matter of arithmetic.
Die.
We can give it a shot.
Die.
Oh, my apologies.
Faye just has a very unique way of seeing the world.
I see that.
And I think we shouldn't try and put holes into it. Express him for who he is.
I can see the wisdom in that. However, I do think perhaps some cultivation may be. Well, you know him better than I do. I will concede to your expertise on the matter.
Yes, a whole hour better.
Yes.
Now, rather than leaping in
a few days,
rather than leaping into
okay.
Yeah, the trek from the point where all of the boats made shore to here is about 2 days.
Oh,
okay, great. Thank you.
Now, rather than leaping into such brazen covert operations as they were, perhaps it may be better to question some of the local shopkeepers that may have been stolen from in order to get more context and information than what Miss Lee could provide.
Right.
Yeah. I think we do that first, and then if we feel like we're got a lead, we follow that, and if we don't, we stake out.
Yeah.
I'll look to Faye.
Sounds like a very straightforward course of action.
I was trained in peacekeeping. I can do this.
I am going to, as I like to do, steal from Blades in the Dark. Give us a clock here.
Ooh, what are we doing?
Clock.
4-segment clock. Every time you make a check, fill in clock. Can't tell you exactly what it's for just yet, but I'm just letting you know.
Okay.
Clock.
So,
So,
great, yeah.
is there a move that anyone would like to start us off? Go to investigate the other story.
I was going to say, you go.
Okay. Would a plead roll be applicable in this case?
I would say
using. Sorry. Day. I keep changing the pronunciation. I'm so bad at this.
I feel like that's in character, where he just keeps saying it differently each time.
The pronunciation changes like the day. Whoa.
Yeah. So I'm sticking with Day because that makes sense for me. So Day will go about just stroll down the shop, see if anyone is just out and about, and if there's a shopkeeper that he can get the attention of, we'll just strike up a conversation and ask about the recent thefts.
Absolutely. Roll 2d6 plus your harmony.
That is going to be a 13.
Absolutely. You would pass by multiple stores, or kind of like home goods, like basic necessities, like that. Getting the general idea that, and with a 13, I would say kind of go storefront to storefront. Getting the general idea that no matter what it was that was missing, there was never any sign of break. Most seem to happen throughout the night, but there were also times that just at a random point during the day they notice something gone.
Peculiar.
Anyone else?
I would like to rely on your skills and training.
Yeah.
As a part of the Fire Nation Army, I'm assuming I was, taught how to keep the peace in, small in civilizations. So I'm basically going to use my skills and training to canvas the area and ask people questions about the break-in thing, like what time did they happen? Were there any unfamiliar people, any suspicious people, there during the day that they'd never seen before that were kind of like, suspicious and whatnot. I use suspicious a lot in that sentence, but you know what I'm getting at. But yeah, this is the type of thing I'm going for. Okay, that is a, what's my focus? It's an 8.
Your militaristic approach doesn't exactly go well with every. There are certainly those that are more professional demeanor down to it. Then there's some folks that a little wary of it. But to answer your question, no one really saw anything off. At any point that anything went missing. Though you are getting a very consistent story of either no one was in the store nights, or people in they were distracted by their other customers, noise, something drew their attention away from the store. Then things just and no signs of entry, no doors or windows being opened as someone fled. Oh.
Got it.
I would like to assess the situation. I'd like to assess the situation and see. I think in each of the locations we're going to, Mayari is just trying to like look around and see, are there common trends? Is it all in this area like for a reason? I think that's kind of floating in her head. And I know there was no forced entry, but I think she'd be looking for like, and she's writing this all down in her notebook, taking diligent notes of like, are they all like easy enter shops? Are there any residential places that have been, yeah, just anything like that. Trends. All right, so that's creativity. That's an 8 total.
So that you're asking, and there are storefronts that have not been robbed from, but kind of mapping out where it is that seem to be centralized in one. No residences have been robbed. Seems more like the storefront. That's
Are there, like, is there a lot of like new development in this area?
absolutely kind of everywhere. There's new. The city is growing rapidly.
Does it seem like a common like name or a common like company or
like one specific company that's adding new buildings and construction.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Hmm. Hmm.
Down. Anyone else?
So I would like to defer to Kim because Faye Faye wants that stakeout so bad. So he's just chilling. He's just like, all right, okay. Sounds like we don't have anything too crazy yet, so maybe we can. You're just getting excited, getting giddy.
Yeah. Stakeout.
No, no moves that you want to make in the moment. You are just on board with the stakeout.
I'm on board with stakeout. I'm gonna bring out my map. Well, I guess Mayari's map that I am borrowing for the time.
That's right. Yeah, sorry if it's old.
It's a little outdated. There's some new street added, buildings that don't exist anymore. But in general. Well, I guess then I would defer to the rest of you. Another move that any of you would like to make? Apparently gear up for a stakeout?
Which you were totally planning for, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
Let's see.
If the answer is no, that's perfectly fine.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything that I could do.
But I guess if we're defaulting to the stakeout, perhaps Dai would attempt to. I'm not sure what it would be, perhaps, but Dai would want to like help with the stakeout things as he has a bit more experience with the modern city as it stands. Maybe just be like, this building isn't here. This building is here. We want to look out for this. Some things of that nature.
Nice.
You could just take the help action.
I will do that.
1 point of fatigue. And I will just add a blanket +1 to any rolls in preparation.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's go. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
When does fatigue clear? Is that just GM discretion?
Talked about this last session.
I think it's based on like your rest. Like depending on how your sleep goes, like depending on the accommodation, stuff like that. And I think there are some elements of like comforting each other too, but I'm not 100% sure on that one.
Okay. We'll cross that. We'll burn that bridge when we get there.
Yes.
Not worried.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, at the end of the clock, 1, 2, 5, 6. E. Ember.
Yes.
What you got on you?
Oh,
I'm spending one of my village points.
Oh no! What do I have on me? I have.
Oh, you have that coin.
My clothes and my coin. That's pretty much it. He doesn't carry any weapons or anything.
You had the coin on you. Because as you are all getting ready to take out after you're done asking, all of the street vendors and storefront owners, the sun is down. Go to reconnect with everyone. Find that your pocket is empty. That coin is.
So you would all see Ember like walking in, and he taps his pocket. No.
What's wrong, Ember?
I lost it. I lost it. Oh crap. Crap. I lost it. I lost it. I lost it. What did someone
What'd you
take?
lose?
My coin.
Your coin? I'll like pull out a one of the cheapest coin currencies and like pass it over.
If you're in need of coin, Ember, that is something I can offer.
It's a family heirloom.
Something that can't be replaced.
Like Kim's necklace.
Something about
Say that,
heirlooms, huh?
Would you say this is enough to mark the ink?
Yeah, I was actually about to say, you all see. Oh, that's 2 conditions. That's fun. You all see Ember. Steam starts to rise off of his body, and he's like looking around, and he seems very calm as he just is continually getting like hotter as more steam just comes off of him.
Dai is going to approach gingerly. Ember, my new friend. We are in a strange situation, but you mustn't blame yourself for what you have lost. It seems there are things afoot that are beyond us, beyond you, beyond me. But together, collectively, we can right the wrongs. I believe in you. I believe in us. And I would like to roll for comfort.
Aw. Oh, 2d6 plus.
All right, that is going to be an 11.
Woo!
Wow.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, no, sorry, I forgot to add my harmony. 14.
Oh
my gosh.
Wow, broke the scale.
Damn.
Ember,
Okay.
you have a choice. You can either embrace guidance, lets you clear a condition or two, and then you get to ask one question, answer honestly, or you can shut them down. They get to inflict a you shift your balance.
Mm-hmm.
Ember's gonna embrace it. He's gonna embrace the comfort.
Nice. No. Do I ask the question, or does the person I'm comforting ask the
The
question?
person that comforting gets to ask. The Ember gets to ask Dag.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Sure.
I get to do it? Because the way it worded, it makes it seem like the person who does it asks
Oh,
the
yeah,
question.
you're
that
right.
was my reading.
Yep.
Yeah,
I got it
back.
backwards. Dag gets to ask Ember a question.
Okay. The question I would like to ask Ember is, what do you ultimately want out of your time in Republic City?
You asked a more difficult question, actually. I said that
Yep.
OOC, you couldn't have asked a more difficult question.
Oh my gosh.
Went straight through the heart for that one.
So you all would see like his like he was getting very hot, like you could feel it in the air around you all. And it starts now to like simmer down. The like steam that was escaping through like sort of like small holes in his clothes goes away. I don't know. I don't know.
A lack of an answer. A lack of an answer is an answer unto itself. If you do not know, then it is something we can find together, my friend.
First, I need to find my coin.
Yes.
My dad's gonna kill me if I lost it.
I know what it is like to have something you cherish and to have it be lost. It is not something I would wish on anyone.
Wait, so you lost something too?
We all lose things in time.
No, but I mean literally like in the last couple days, like pertaining to the thing.
No,
Yep.
I've lost nothing material in that regard.
All right.
But thank you for your concern for my well-being.
Yes.
You are very kind.
Yes.
That is what that is, yes.
That's exactly. Mayari will pick him up a little bit.
Just to go back to the guide and comfort thing, on a Tim Plus it says you may also shift the person's balance. So you can shift my balance if you so
Ooh, what are your 2 balance poles for
excellence or community?
Shift it toward community.
Oh!
We're going back to the middle now.
Yes.
So you're back in the center.
Teamwork makes the dream work, baby.
Hell yeah.
Ooh, and I might have actually got something from that too.
So, as Di and Ember have their moment of comfort, getting to what else do you like to do?
Oh, just to clarify, my 2 leadership styles are diplomatic and empathetic. Diplomatic, I get a team when I plead with an NPC for help and roll a 10+, which I did. And empathetic, when I guide and comfort a companion, they open up to me, which they did. I now have 2 teams.
Nice. Let's go.
All right.
Power gaming the support builds. Let's go.
Nice.
Great.
Any time that Dai opens up their mouth and starts spewing the super wisdom, Kim is just in the back like just all over the place, not listening at all. Just get this away from me.
Oh no! Oh my gosh.
I Kim could use some more super wisdom.
Little Campbell's soup of wisdom.
Campbell's soup of wisdom.
So,
it's cabbage man.
Chicken noodle soup for the soul, baby.
Yep, that's
yes.
Oh god.
Nice.
So, what preparations are we making? And where is the stakeout taking place?
I think Mayari, is gonna walk up to Faye and go, okay, so you asked her, we're all good, like carrying, whatever supplies they're gonna haul into this tea shop.
Oh, I forgot. Hang on. I'm sure she'll be fine with it.
Last minute crash.
Li Ming, I told you about our plans, right? I mean to solve the problem.
Right, to be crime fighters and
exactly. And you were totally on board, so we're gonna stake out your place.
What?
Yeah, so we were thinking because you and me and Di are such good friends that this would be the perfect place because we know each other, right? We're on the same page, we're on the same wavelength, and you support the goal where we can help everyone get their stuff back. My friend here, I'll like lean in and whisper so no one hears. The potential avatar, also lost something, a very precious coin. So we're extra motivated. We were super motivated out of being noble and all that stuff, but we're extra motivated to get our stuff back.
You're not gonna break anything, right?
No, of course not. Absolutely not. I promise we will not break a single thing.
If anything is broken in this endeavor, the Zizan family will be able to cover the expenses.
All right.
Oh my gosh.
How many rich kids are in this group?
I'll shoot a look at Kim and like shake my head. Do we know the Zetian name? Is that
question?
It's those with knowledge of the Earth Kingdom would probably know about it. It is a relatively illustrious, less mercantile specifically, and more just like philanthropy. They're a family that's known for their philanthropy throughout the Earth Kingdom. Recently, they contributed a large number of resources to a certain academy in the Earth Kingdom that was once very much just for the aristocracy and for those of privileged backgrounds, and has opened it up to being a more open community learning facility at the behest of Avatar Aang. So their name would be on like the list of investors or backers, what have you. Yeah.
All I'm hearing is potential business partner.
Yeah.
Mayari looks at Day and is like, just there's a look of recognition. Of like, yeah.
Day does not understand the look of recognition, but just gives a nod in response, like, ah, yes.
But returns it anyways.
Yep. Yep. I absolutely know what's going on here, yes.
We are the initiated, yes.
Yes, it is cold out. Correct.
Yes. Yes, I did. Yes, I did enjoy the skewer you gave me. Thank you for gesturing.
Ember will walk up to everybody and go, I guess we should probably not all stay in one spot to stake out. I feel like that'd be
right.
Right. We don't have to split up like individually. Like I say, like 2 people can stay somewhere together, but everyone else maybe fan out a little bit.
Given my limited physicality, I would suggest that I remain closest to the shop, as I am not the most mobile individual, and should something happen to the shop directly, I would like to be there on hand.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take up shop up top on the roof.
Whoa.
Yes,
Kim's gonna turn to Mayari, be like, are you fine? Are you okay to stay here? Or would you like to go elsewhere?
I think I'm also not feeling the most mobile right now, which I guess I would throw out there to everyone as, do we want someone for a chase thing? I'm not going to be your chase person.
You can accompany me in the shop, Mayari.
Okay.
I'm pretty good at chases. I can be fast when I need to be, so.
I got my moves. I can do what I need to.
Yeah.
Just, I don't know, scream or something if you need help.
Will do.
Kim is going to find a building to go sit on top of.
Oh, snap.
So is Ember.
Before Kim leaves, Mayari will like grab a hold of her wrist and just like pause and say, "Stay safe." Like it's barely audible, but you see the lips and you just know that. And I'll let your wrist go.
Great. In this case, like after y'all had come up with the plan, Faye is gonna try to take credit and use his move. Here's the plan. So, when you work out a plan with someone, I roll with creativity. So I might be able to give some boost, but he's like, okay, so I've come up with a perfect plan. Y'all are gonna be there. Y'all are gonna be up there. And I was thinking Faye would probably be like in an alley somewhere and just kind of pretend to have been like, dozing off. But I'm gonna try. We're gonna try.
Yeah, let's do it.
Because if I can do this, we might have a bit of a boost here.
Let's go.
I have an 8, which allows me to hold 2. So then when the plan is being carried out, I can spend these points one for one to either to aid someone on their roll after they've rolled, to call out a warning or command to reduce fatigue on something, or to rally someone with invigorating words to negate a condition.
Ooh.
That's amazing.
That's very spicy. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. That's a really good one.
Okay. Well,
Brilliant plan, Faye. Thank you for putting that together for us.
Thank you. Thank
Kim's
you.
already gone.
I was gonna say, Dai's gonna look at Kim and give like a thumbs up, like, oh.
all right. Well,
the way Ember gets on top is very flashy. You see him like he gets a running start in between a couple buildings, and he gets a running start, and then there's a large flame from the bottom of his feet to boost him, and then he like wall jumps up to the top.
Oh snap!
Parkour!
Flames
Yes.
The
Once
flames
you
are
get
blue.
up there, once you get up there, Kim is going to make direct eye contact and just like earthbend a giant pillar all the way to the top and just like, casually walk on.
Yes. One up, one up.
all right.
He looks right back at you and just
Well played.
Dai just walks into the coffee shop like a normal human being.
So, as we get ready for the stakeout, it's like this is a perfect place for us to stop, take a break, give everyone a chance to grab a drink, stretch your legs, do what you got to do. And when we come back, we finish out episode 2 of our Avatar Legends campaign. So, give us just a few minutes, and we'll be right back.
All right.
Buddy. Welcome to the Lost Caravan RPG.
A haven for the lost, the worn, and the wandering.
Whether you only need a place to rest your soul,
or looking for a brand new journey, we welcome you.
You are safe within our ranks, surrounded by the friends you have yet to meet.
Some of you may be new, eager to take your first steps in the shoes of a hero.
Others are veterans of a war fought through generations.
Having played dozens of characters
and rolled hundreds of dice.
Either way, we can promise you will find moments of adventure and heartbreak,
as well as moments of tears and laughter.
Countless noble tales have been spun around our campfire,
such as Pathfinder, Dungeons and Dragons, Lancer, and Locust.
We travel anywhere and everywhere,
exploring towering castles, desolate space stations, and haunted mansions.
We have a few roles if you decide to stay.
Treat each other with love, kindness, and acceptance.
We never judge on appearance, only on richness of character.
For as long as you ride with the caravan, you will never walk alone.
We work together to forge a better world for us and for every traveler after we're gone.
So, take a seat, grab a drink, and listen to our tales.
When you're ready, we'll help you tell a tale of your own.
And welcome back. Where we left off, we had initiated our stakeout of this tea shop. Where not only here, but all across this part of the city, the thefts have been occurring. What started as just little trinkets being swiped in the middle of the night has turned into jewelry, things of value, being lifted just right under people's noses. No signs of forced entry, nothing. Things just... So, with two of our party currently in said tea shop and two on the rooftops by, I'm going to ask the two of you on the roof, or why, but that word sounded... The two higher up on the street, roll for...
Ooh.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
I rolled a 6.
That is a 1.
9.
Oh my gosh.
Wait. Oh no.
So that's a 9. I rolled a 6 on one of the die though.
Okay.
Nice.
You love to see it.
So, Kim, what was your total?
That's a good question. 6.
Okay.
Wait, how do you roll a 1 on 2d6?
No, 6.
One of
1
them
was what I got from like one dice.
Oh, okay. I was like, what?
So, Kim, mark off that you get an experience at the end of the session. Learning through failed rolls.
Nice.
So yeah, from your vantage points, you do occasionally see people strolling through the streets, but it doesn't look like anyone that's acting suspicious. They're kind of cleaning the streets or going for a walk. They pass by, taking absolutely no notice for these. Ember, however, there's one moment where you're tracking. They pass around the corner, shift your position top of the building to try to follow them. And when you get to the other side, they're gone.
They're gone, you say?
Oh.
Let's see. I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna go down there.
Okay. Hopping off the building.
Letting out a bit of fire to cushion my fall. Not subtle at all. It's great. And I'm looking for them. I'm trying to go the way that I I think they went, or I saw them go, and I'm very, very closely at like any doors or windows or anything that may be open or ajar.
Yep. No windows or doors in the shape of jars or other. But
You know,
if you'd like, you can make another situation. You have a +1 on top of it. Yeah, this
I would
character
gladly
art
do
was
so.
done by Kuma on Instagram.
So good.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Let's see. So that is a.
There you go. Yeah, they're fantastic art.
It's a 5.
5. So you also marking. Yeah, nothing looks out of the wow. Nothing looks out of the ordinary. Just looks like they straight up disappeared.
Wow.
I will go back to the tea shop and let those inside know what happened, and then I will go back to my perch.
So, 2 of you in the and door to the tea shop would open. What exactly are you telling them?
He comes in and he's like, I just saw someone disappear. So
You gotta get out of here. You're not. We're supposed to be closed. What are you doing?
oh right.
It's sneaky.
He's not at all subtle.
Stakeout is this?
I was in the military,
but
okay? You were
Yep, thank you for the knowledge. Okay, goodbye.
And I will go back to my perch. On a different building this time.
Oh.
It's right next
mix
to
it up.
right next to the one I was on. Right next door.
Anyone else?
Die is not good at assessing situations, unfortunately.
I'm pretty good if you wanna assist. Or I guess your assist from earlier.
Yeah, you could take that assist from earlier. Add +.
Yeah.
Not
I
only
would love.
So not only that, but I'm going to spend a team, and Dai is going to give you a bit of encouraging wisdom in the art of keeping your eyes peeled to give you an additional +1. Those are stats, right?
Yeah, I assume so.
Gosh.
Yep.
That's incredible.
+2 to this.
All right. Okay, assessing the situation.
Roll
Ooh, and
snake
I
eyes.
roll. Huh?
Roll snake eyes.
no. Thankfully, 2 5s, so
Woo!
10 plus
Oh
my
my
own
gosh.
2 plus the additional 2.
Woo!
14.
Ooh.
Okay.
Your eyes just turned into laser focuses.
I can see in the dark now.
Yeah.
Situation assessed.
Right.
If you want to ask any of those questions from the list, you are welcome to. If you have questions not on that list you'd like to ask, by all means.
So Ember had come in and mentioned somebody had kind of walked by. Did we see any kind of like shadow through the window or anything, any form I can...
You've also seen people passing by, but it's just been people out for an patrol, work late at night, that coming from work or going to work. No one's really seen overly suspicious. But
okay,
14. If you'd like to kind of peer out the window around at the other, would notice that there is movement across the street. Storefront, again, the windows aren't busted in, the door is still firmly shut. Whoever they are inside.
okay. Don't panic. You wouldn't panic. I think someone is robbing the shop across the street. And we don't have a way to contact the. I'm gonna try to like very chilly wave through the window, or wave in the window up at Kim if I can get a vantage point on Kim or Ember to be like pointing across the street.
Dai stands up and simply starts walking toward the other shop.
Where's Faye during all this?
I was thinking that, like, because I know where Ember and Kim would have been perched, when Ember dropped down, I would like to assess the situation to see if anyone reacted. Like, if anyone was like, that's weird. If anyone, like, stopped and, like, paused and, like, if there was any suspicious, like, there's someone there sort of activity.
Yeah. I'll give you a +1 from the help action.
Yes.
I'll give you the +1 from Embers.
Oh my gosh!
Because you're basically comboing off of that action.
We are assessing so many situations.
Okay, I've got a 9 total.
Ooh.
Yeah.
There you go.
I mean, there were certainly people that noticed. Ember is not the most subtle of.
Right.
And very, very similarly, some of the people that are noticing, most of them kind of will glance over at this sudden illumination of Ember just slowly lowering to the ground, and then just go about their business like this doesn't concern me. I'm just gonna go. But there were folks that you saw for one moment, and then they just kind of stepped back in between the buildings, tried to get out of sight.
Oh, okay. Okay, great. Is there any way I could start to, like, I don't want to go direct to, because that feels like Dai's move. So I'm gonna like loop around. I don't want to chomp your bit. I'm gonna loop around so I can like maybe get the surprise on the people that slinked back in.
And if they tried to like escape through the alleyways or something, you.
Yes.
Yeah. Dai starts crossing the street towards whoever this is. What to do?
I would try to peer if there's a window to see if
like a big bay window.
Oh, okay. Would I need to roll to assess to see a walk in an open window? Okay, yeah. I'm just taking a look. What's going on in the shop?
Yeah. Figure like full hood up, just partly like rummaging around, looking through door after door, very carefully put everything back the way it was. I don't seem to have noticed the fact that they're.
Not yet. All right, time for me to. All right.
Mayari's like snuck up behind you and is just like, what's the plan?
Can I like put my hand on the door and kind of like test it to see if it's locked without making too much noise?
100%. Very clearly still.
It is still locked.
Oh.
All right. How did we get into this? All right. And you said it's a bay window?
Oh, yeah. Like the entire wall of the storefront is basically just a giant display window.
Okay. Let's see. There's definitely a move here to be made. guess that would be more intimidate, which is not super useful.
By
Yeah, unfortunately, I cannot plead with someone that has no interest in helping me, and I feel this person has no interest in helping me.
Not really.
No. You know what? We're gonna go in hot. Dai is going to stand in front of the bay window, lays his staff, and then basically pole vault himself through the window.
Yes.
All
Let's
right.
go.
Yeah.
The
No one
silence of the
understands the
night
word subtlety.
is now literally shattered. All of you hear this breaking glass. This figure immediately whips around. Look at you. You can see that they, in one of their hands, stuff, whether it's jewelry or gemstones, whatever it is, whatever they could find of value, they're currently holding and just hide that hand into their pocket, staring at you.
Yeah. Dai is going to announce very loudly so people are aware. It's like, you thief! You!
Oh, snap!
I'm popping open my water container and am preparing for any movement that this person makes.
Yeah. And Dai like barrels into this room and like rolls himself into a position where he is standing in front of the door and the window with his staff out, as well, like attempting to like prevent like him running past the person running past. Very defensively oriented stance.
You could absolutely cover the door. That would be no problem. But the window was massive.
Okay, well, the door then, you know.
Well, I will ask, is there any, did it rain recently?
Sure.
We're in a
Great.
port.
I was like, if it rained recently or there was like any kind of water source, I think Mayari is going to water bend the water into the window and freeze it.
Oh,
so that it basically recreates the pain.
Okay.
You
Well,
you recreate the pain and Dai brings the pain.
Yes.
So, as that window starts to, before we jump into initiative, they are going to do some bending. They just kind of reel back, and it looks like for a moment maybe they're about to fire bend towards you or earth bend, or it's the form looks so odd, almost like a combination of the two. But nothing really seems to be happening. And Mayari, you can see that door, the glass pane that Dai just broke through, just starts to meld itself and just repairs itself into a solid sheet of glass.
Glass bending, holy shit, let's go!
Glass bending.
Oh my gosh!
Whoa!
That's so dope, let's go!
Whoa!
And,
Okay.
pick up some battle music.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, jaw on floor.
On the surface, Dai remains his composure. Internally, he's like, "Ah, shit, what the fuck? Like, oh no! I have made an error."
So, the way that combat works in Avatar Legends is that at the very top of initiative, everyone chooses your stances. Defend a maneuver, to advance an attack, or to evade and observe. Once everyone has chosen, they will go down in order. Whoever chose to defend a maneuver, those will go first. Whoever chose advance an attack, those go next. And then whoever chose evade and observe, those go last.
am evading and observing. Because everything I do is evading and observing.
So, go down the list. Enemies have chosen. I have marked down what they're going with. Any of you like to defend and maneuver? As you hear this glass shatter, and then you see two of your companions rushing in to fight whoever. No defend and maneuver? Okay.
No, I will.
Okay. So, Kim, defend and maneuver rolls with focus, so roll 2d6 plus your focus, please.
That would be a 6.
So that is a miss. Get to mark another. Going to stumble, but you can shift your balance away from the center. Still get to use one of the basic things.
Okay.
Those are either ready, retaliate, or.
Oh.
Do I shift it just either direction I
Either
want?
way, as long as it's away from the center.
Okay. Caesar position. I will be making my way towards that storefront.
You are getting to the street, crossing it, and getting up to help your allies.
Yes.
Oh, is that the way movement works?
Basically, yeah.
Oh, in that case, I will also defend and maneuver.
The roll plus your focus.
All right, cool beans. Ooh, that's fun. That is a 5.
A 5. Same thing. You are stumbling, as I assume both of you are caught off guard by this sudden shattering of glass. But you can shift your balance away from the center and still take.
I will also seize a new position. So Imber he has one foot up on like the ridge and then he jumps down.
What did you shift it towards?
I think
out of curiosity.
Excellence always.
Towards excellent. Kim, what did you shift yours towards?
I shifted towards self-reliance.
Knowing that they need your help. They need you to keep them from being harmed. You must be. Sense to me. As your companions leap off the rooftops, try to get to your aid, they're going to go to advance and attack.
All right.
Faye, want to kick us off?
Yes! Okay, so question.
Yeah.
When I looped around, was I able to get to that spot? Or am I on the way?
So you would have a choice. You can you can put yourself behind that storefront. Or deal with the other individuals you're seeing back there.
I want to deal with those other individuals.
Love
Let's
it.
go.
I would like to split the party.
These figures are as surprised to see you rushing back there as you are to see them standing there.
Okay. In
The
this
roll
case,
plus
I'd
passion.
Like... Okay, let's go. Passion. That's not great. Okay, here we go. Okay, that is an that's a 7.
That's good enough.
Right in the money.
You can choose one basic or mastered technique.
Okay, so I'd like to use pressure to it says to impress or intimidate a foe. Choose an approach. Your foe cannot choose to use that approach in the next exchange. And essentially, like in this case, I'm just trying to be like, Can I? Okay, question. What do they look like? Can I tell like anything about them?
With the very low light, it's hard to make out too many details. They look cloaked up. They're very much intent to cover as much skin as possible. Very dark clothing.
Great. So what I would like to do is I'd like to call out, Jimmy? Is that Jimmy? Hey, I remember you from school. And so what I'd like to do is to catch them off guard enough that they don't want to attack. I want to seal off attack from them for the next one.
So next,
baffle with your BS.
It's like, Jimmy, we went to school together.
In the next round, the individuals back here cannot choose to advance in it.
Sick.
Okay. Well,
thank you.
One of the enemies is gonna go. We're gonna go with the one in the storefront, who's also choosing to advance and attack.
Surprise.
And so NPCs, they're a little different. They don't roll. Instead, they always use a number of techniques equal to 1 plus their balance rating. So the first move that they're going to take is to strike. As that glass gets sealed up behind you, they just take that brief moment where there's that little confusion of like, there's glass bending's not a thing, and then just flash out towards you. So they're going to have you mark 2 fatigue and a condition. Oh, sorry, no. Or, not and.
Okay, cool.
Oh, okay.
I was just saying, like, oh, do we choose?
Or yeah?
They choose.
Okay.
Oh no, their choice. You get to choose.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I
who is being attacked? Is it both of us, or
just you're the only one in the storefront? The windows are now sealed. You were literally sealed in.
Oh, I would have come in with Day and sealed it up behind me.
Gotcha.
So I definitely wouldn't have left them behind left him behind. Yeah.
So yeah, this is on to Die.
Oh, okay. I am going to, having been completely caught off guard by the glass bending and the fact that doesn't happen, what is going on? Die is feeling very insecure right now.
Oh snap!
I may have
overestimated my abilities.
You managed to avoid the blow, but even as you are getting ready to, defend yourself, to parry it, they've already retreated. Very clearly just waiting. They are patient. And it's just it's playing that mental game more than...
Yeah. So can I use one of my points from my Here's the Plan? I'd like to spend it to negate that insecure, and I'm going to call out with invigorating words. I'll be like, Die, don't worry. I got the 2 that are out here. I can take them. You got this.
Your condition is negated.
There are 2 outside?
It's like, yes, I'm feeling a lot less insecure now that I know we are surrounded.
Their second action, they're going
We're just in more danger?
1 fatigue. They're going to smash. They are going to just, kind of reel back and then throw their palm towards that massive bay window and cause the entire thing to just shatter. But it doesn't scatter into the street. It kind of breaks into a million pieces and then hangs in the air.
Oh, God.
I hate this.
And because they get 3 moves, which is so cool, they're going to pressure. So that's Bayari, you cannot choose defend and maneuver next.
Didn't want to anyway.
But that's it. It's back to you if anyone else chose to attack in advance. No other attack in advance. Okay. So then it'll just go back to the combatants that are currently facing down Faye. They aren't as fancy as the one in the store.
Great.
It only gets 2. Which,
Okay.
one of them is absolutely going to strike you. They're going to mark 1 fatigue. So that they can hammer with blows. So that
Like
they can
Jimmy.
choose to inflict 2 fatigue.
Oh no. I thought we were friends.
And the other one is going to pressure you. Basically just getting in close as they just start absolutely hitting you with these flurries of punches and kicks. And in this low, almost growl, do not follow us. So next turn, you cannot choose defend and maneuver.
Okay.
Which brings us down to everyone that chose defend and evade and observe.
Woo!
Yeah.
So, Mayari, you want to kick us off?
Sure. I would love to. I don't want this person going anywhere. If they have my notebook, they will stay here until I get it back. So I am going to hinder. I am going to take the water that was kind of in the window.
Would you roll with your creativity first? Creativity or harmony?
I will. Yes. And I get to clear 1 fatigue too?
Yes, you clear fatigue.
Stellar. Oh shit. Ooh, that was not great. Well, it's not bad. Nope, that's because I'm adding +2. Yeah, that was a bad roll. But I get +2 to it, so it's a 5.
Stumble.
Oh no.
You can choose to change your balance for a basic move.
I was gonna say, is Faye able to use the hold on this?
Yeah. It would just be a +1.
That's fine because I can bolster and make it a +2.
Okay, let's go. Let's go.
So I sneak by with a 7? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah.
You know?
You see Dai getting ready to engage, and you can hear Faye out back fighting multiple foes. It's just enough encouragement that you can choose either a basic or a master technique. Your choice.
Okay. I am going to a basic or mastered technique. And then I use that toward the hinder. That's how that works.
So hinder would be a basic technique.
A basic technique. Okay. Yes. I want to hinder, and essentially what I want to do is impact the impaired condition by swinging that water around and turning it into ice underneath their feet.
Ooh.
Amazing. So, impaired, you are slowed or off balance, mark 1 fatigue, or take -2 to all physical action per PC. For NPCs, choose 1 fewer technique. Damn. They're gonna choose 1 fewer technique. They'll only get 2.
Woohoo!
Nice.
Roll them down.
Oh, that was so
All
cool.
right.
Yeah.
I'll point
teamwork,
at
baby.
Yeah, I'll point at Dai and be like, "Oh, you."
Dai, yeah, you're up.
Absolutely. Die seizing the opening is going to roll a 9.
Woohoo!
Also, can basic or master technique.
Mastered technique. All right.
And every playbook does have a combat.
Yeah. Yep. I know what mine. Mine isn't super useful at the moment. Actually, it is useful at the moment. So Dai is going to faint. it is trick your foes into overextending themselves against you. If I was targeted by any attacks this exchange, which I was, I can mark a fatigue to immediately inflict a condition on each of my attackers.
Brutal.
So I'm gonna mark my fatigue up, and this person thinks. Let's see, it's a good one. Yes, I am going to die smirks at the assailant as his friend comes in with the ice and traps it, and just walks forward tauntingly with his staff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just hopefully inflicting insecure because this random dude is just looking peachy keen despite the glass bending. Like, yeah, betting, you ain't got nothing. We got this.
Enemy conditions that they have are angry, afraid, and food.
Oh, okay. They have special conditions. I choose one, or
Yeah, all NPCs have their own.
Okay.
Different conditions.
Make this man feel foolish.
Yeah, I think foolish makes I think foolish makes sense here. It's like, yeah, you really thought you could get away with this. Yeah, look at you. Look at you.
Acting a fool, all up in here trying to rob these people.
Glass bending, child's play. You ain't got nothing.
They're fool. They now just see how obviously amateurish it was to let themselves get caught by not one, but not two, but at least 3 citizens. You're not even police. You're just people. All right. Well, that is the end of the round. That no one is out of action, so moved. Next exchange. So, yeah, you choose unless you are hit with a pressure and there was one that you could not take. So, and if you want to discuss this, you absolutely can. You don't have to keep those.
I'm going to advance and attack this time around. So
Same.
in the position.
So me and Ember are right outside the storefront now.
Yep. You see that giant bay window just floating about 3 inches out from where it was in a million pieces.
Ooh. Just normal Tuesday afternoon stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Just as a point of clarity, does this entire combat count as fighting a group, or am
Yes,
I
you are technically fighting a... Well, sorry. The ones out back are a group. The one in the storefront is their own enemy.
Okay, so my special thing doesn't apply in this 1v1 scenario, even though it is a multi-phase operation. Got it. Completely fair.
So,
Can I use a move, or does that take up like the action for a technique?
what were you planning on using?
Furrowed brow. No, it's a move.
Oh, I don't think that moves can be used.
Be so cool.
Be a lot cooler if they could.
Right.
Okay.
We can absolutely look at bending the rules, but for our very first combat, I just want to get us as, simply as.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. Anyone going with
attack?
Defend and maneuver? Well, the one in the store is absolutely going to defend and maneuver.
Yeah, I think I'm not. I'm not. I'm just continuing to evade and observe.
We are going to see the position. which is going to be to just do a leaping roll through that wall of glass shards, which obviously opens for them to go through and then closes behind.
Dang.
And then retaliate by looking back at you, just giving you this glare of, I'm not escaping, I'm letting you live. They're going to shift their balance by 1.
Wow.
But that's it. They're moving to the location out in the street, which means that Kim and Ember, this individual, is coming out of the storefront to where you are.
Awesome, because this man's gonna catch these hands.
Ah, yeah!
Very much so.
I've escaped. Oh no.
There's more.
This is getting out of hand. There are 5 of them.
That brings us to attack in advance.
Yep.
Yep.
So,
hell
let's
yeah.
go with Ember. You want to kick us off?
All right, cool. Let me roll my passion. That is a 7.
7. You get to choose a basic or mastered technique.
Go
master techniques.
I feel like as the person comes out is when Ember lands on the ground from jumping off the building, and the steam, of course, is rising from his body again as the air around him gets hotter, and so does he. And he just looks at the person and he says, "Where do you think you're going?" And he just goes in the air and slowly lowers his hand in a straight line, and blue flame trails behind.
Ooh.
And I'm gonna use Fire Blade.
Yeah.
I'm going to mark 1 fatigue to slice through a piece of the surrounding and destabilize a foe's footing. So this Fire Blade comes and swipes at the ground beneath him and inflicts 2 fatigue and impaired on them.
Damn.
All right. So impaired would be that, again, they would get 1 fewer. Basically just going to counteract their own shift. And you said 2 fatigue?
Yep. They mark 2 fatigue.
They are very clearly struggling. They're breathing heavily. This night has taken a toll, so as they narrowly avoid getting cut in half by a blade of blue fire.
And that is my turn.
Yeah.
It's about to get worse for him because I'm gonna passion, right?
Yeah. 6 plus your passion.
That is an 8.
Beautiful. Either a basic or a mastered technique.
I'll do basic. I'll do strike.
Yeah.
I will take, 1 fatigue to a hammer.
You get to choose either to mark 2 more fatigue or inflict a condition.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll do strike. And I will mark the fatigue on me to do that to them.
So are you inflicting the 2 fatigue on them or inflicting a condition on them?
What conditions do they have again?
I think it's
I think it's their
angry.
choice.
It's afraid, angry, and foolish, but I think they already have foolish. So
Yeah, so they just have afraid and angry left.
Mark a condition.
Yeah, we're gonna go with afraid. Because this night is awful.
Oh, you think you can rob this store and fight my friends? It's not allowed.
Okay. Anyone else using attack in advance? Everyone,
Bully this
okay.
guy with
Faye,
us.
yeah, Faye, you go first, and then I'll.
Oh snap! Okay. Well, yeah. Let's see how this goes. Attack in advance. That's passion, right?
Mm.
Okay. Oh my gosh! Even with my -1, that's a 10, baby.
Ooh.
Nice.
You get to choose one from this list instead. You can mark a fatigue, a learned technique. You can use one practice technique, or 2 different basic or mastered.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, in this case, 2 basic techniques? Oh, goodness. Okay. Okay. You know what? I think I'm gonna use the learned technique. I'm gonna use my he blinded me with science.
Yes.
It's time to take out my gadgets. This time I'm thinking it's like I reach into my pockets and I take out 3 mini like metal zwocks. And this one is called the Mind Your Beeswax 9000.
No.
And I'm gonna throw them out at Jimmy, who's betrayed me, and I'm going to mark 3 fatigue on my end to inflict 1 fatigue damage on them and give them both trapped and stunned, as these 3 zwocks, when they fall to the ground, they just kind of pop open, and like this viscous yellow waxy goo begins to like just crowd around their legs, and the smell it's so gross. It's like smelling paint, and they're getting all woozy and like, oh no. And I'm like, yeah, Jimmy, you shouldn't have done that, as I fall over.
So good. So good.
How are you looking on your fatigue?
I'm at 5 fatigue now, so I'm very tired.
So everyone in that alleyway just blacked out.
They're unconscious but still fighting.
Are we sure that you're not the avatar in this group?
Everyone, including Faye, just blacked out in the middle of the alley.
I mean, it took 4 of us to just beat this one guy, and you did a 1 versus 3 all by yourself.
Yeah, right. You took out the entire alley of goons.
Yes.
Well, they were planning to evade and observe.
Oh.
Evade into the ground.
So stunned means that they can do nothing. They are reeling from the attack. Trapped means that they would have to mark a bunch of fatigue or conditions and untrap themselves. But either way, if they mark the conditions, they'll go out. If they mark the fatigue, they'll go out. Either way.
Yes.
Nice.
Nice.
Incredible.
Thank goodness.
You love
So
to
yeah,
see it.
we're just gonna step away from that alleyway. Just let all of them take a nap. And come back out into the street.
All right. So now it is now it is
Well,
evade.
I've got my attack.
Oh, you're still punting. Oh, please.
Yeah,
Continue.
my advance and attack.
Yes, punch.
So the glass bender sealed the window back up behind them.
Not sealed, but it is still just a million tiny glass razor blades kind of floating right in front of where the glass should be.
Okay, great. All right, I am going to advance an attack, so I'll roll with passion, which I don't add anything to. That's a 7.
At the moment, isn't anyone in this vicinity to attack. Not to say
so
that
the
you
glass
couldn't.
bender is down.
They're out in the streets. They are technically in a separate area. But you could smash the window
That's
to get out.
Yeah, exactly what I was
Absolutely.
planning on doing. That's why yes, so since it's glass fragments and stuff, I wanted to use smash, so I'm gonna mark a fatigue to destroy some of this glass. And I think the way I want to do it is to whip that ice patch up that I froze on the ground, and Mayari stretches her hand out and just starts rotating the water in a quick little whip almost in her hand, and then she's going to essentially kind of use it to slash through the glass shards enough that she can jump through.
Absolutely. That just leaves Dai in the shop as Mayari just comes out with a flourish.
Yeah.
Okay. So at the end of that exchange, a half of this combat is taken out. They're just napping. I'm thinking a 50-50 shot. Nope. There's no reason to continue the combat.
I'll snap.
They just look at everyone out now on the street with them. Take a deep breath and just hold up their hands.
Can I do a move
On
this man?
Yep.
Suspicious mind.
Ooh.
What do you tell?
So I roll with focus. Depending on the roll, I can ask questions.
Okay.
And they have to answer honestly.
Okay.
No, I do not got this. That was a 3. I got the bare minimum. Literally. I want to ask this man questions.
Start to shout out a question, and he immediately just turns from you, starts not quite advancing towards, but kind of takes this tenuous step towards. Very much giving you this air of respect, like you're a firebender. I get it. You roast me alive. I'm not approaching you aggressively. I'm approaching you, but absolutely brushing off.
Ooh.
What's going on? Why are you stealing?
What are you doing? You're from here. Place means nothing to you.
I look around. Did this person not just see us absolutely wreck? Answer the question I asked. Why are you stealing? Who are you stealing for? If anyone.
Steal for myself. Y'all do.
How long?
Want from not about to take me to prison. Have you? Not going to kill me, otherwise we wouldn't be talking. Want?
Did you take a coin today?
I take a coin. Any coin.
This is a very specific coin. Had a
Look
symbol
like.
on it. Fire. Symbol of fire on it.
I'll ask around. One of our number. Back to you.
Are you assuming that we're about to let you go somewhere?
If you were going to kill me, we were talking. And you don't have the authority to imprison me.
I don't need authority.
I look at Kim and just like,
This man's got no respect.
Give us the bag. I'm gonna stretch my hand out.
Unhooks it from his belt and tosses it.
I start immediately looking for my notebook, and then for the necklace and for the coin.
It's a bag about this big. There's trinkets in it. I answered your question. Answer mine. What are you doing this for? Place means nothing to you.
I'll answer your question with a question. What good person would sit by and let someone else cause harm to people who are just trying to get by? I understand that you are too. Don't get me wrong. I get that. This is not the way to do it.
Why don't I make you a deal? I'll take you where you'll find coin, but go our separate ways.
I look at everyone else.
How would we know that he's telling the truth?
Thief, liar.
You're a thief.
The politicians that will lie to you. I'll just steal your coin purse.
Well, I mean, if I asked you if you stole something, would you say that you did it?
Of course.
Even if you did.
That didn't go the way I thought it was going to go.
Not a liar. I do what I have to do
I
to
mean,
get by. Oh.
You can understand why we don't believe a thing you're saying right now, right?
I don't. Nothing I can say will matter.
What is this place you'd be taking us to?
Right there.
Not ominous at all.
No.
Kim is going to bring out her cup.
Real quick, move us over into the alleyway as Faye and all three of these other individuals start slowly regaining consciousness. Just staring at each other.
I would probably be moving that direction at a certain point, seeing as the main thief has been taken care of, and died like, we're missing one.
Yeah, you would see all of them just lying in a pile of bodies in the alleyway.
Hmm. Is there any like rope or refuge lying around in this alleyway?
Sure.
Dai would attempt to. The ones that are not Fey would attempt to like tie them up so when they wake up they're not getting places. I also assume because of the sticky goop smelly stuff, if it's sticky enough, use that as like a weird adhesive.
Yes.
And just kind of just like put them into a weird wax rope ball.
Yes.
Very good. Stick a wick in it.
Yeah, and then we'll just look at Faye and give him a little shake. Not trained in medicine, so it's kind of like make sure like he's breathing and not dead.
Seems to be breathing.
Alright. Just look for. Wait. Where's Walk?
I imagine when you come to this point and you go to tie them up, like Zwok was like standing triumphantly on one of them, just being like Zwok, like I did this.
Please tell me Zwok pickpocketed one of them.
Oh, thank you.
Oh snap!
Roll that.
That'd be
All
sick.
That's a 3. Nothing.
Yeah. Dai will absolutely like kneel down and give Zwok a head pat and say, "You were very helpful tonight. Thank you,
Zwok."
And then we'll tend to Faye, see if we can like get him up or back in action. Just kind of, hey Faye, you good?
Yeah. Oh, what happened?
It seems whatever mechanical apparatus, looking at the disposed minis walks. Like, seems whatever contraption you employed did its job.
Oh, it worked. Great. Oh, thank goodness. Is everyone okay?
Yes, the others are currently interrogating what we believe to be the leader of this operation.
Oh, awesome. Hey, can you help me? I don't know if I can walk anywhere.
Dai will hoist Faye on his shoulder, leaning very heavily on his staff at this point, because like very off balance, but trying his best to support two people with one leg and one stick.
Thank you.
Were you able to get any information from these ruffians?
You know, I fell asleep. I wish, but we all just kind of took a nap together. So, you
I suppose that is the price of power. That even though you're able to subdue your foes, you also subdued yourself. Perhaps exercising restraints in your technique would be beneficial.
Yeah, that's a good point. Thank you, Dai.
Well, while you recover your companion, we'll jump back out into the street where I believe a cup was pulled in.
Kim, it's not the time for tea. We're in the middle of something.
Oh, there's always time for tea.
Oh, God, right.
This is a lesson.
I'm just going to see if there's any like initial recognition when I pull out the cup from this individual.
It's hard to tell with how covered they are.
Do you know about the person who gave me this cup?
You know who gave you a...
It's a very unique individual, and seems all I've been hearing is about stolen and missing items ever since I got this. And it has a very intriguing design in it. I'd like to know if you recognize it. It's not just any old cup, though.
And what you're getting at.
I would like to also pull out the map. And the time on the roof, all I did was study the map.
Okay.
And I would like to kind of gesture to a location and see if there's any reaction from this individual.
Intentionally. A lot of training and practice.
Ooh, I am going to, if I can, one of my moves is shiver down the spine. And so, as Kim is like asking these questions and trying to suss out, Mayari is, after this exchange, I'm sure this individual is sweaty. I'm going to change the temperature of the sweat on the back of this person's neck, so that it gets cold and it just kind of like runs down the spine. So it's like they get a feeling of fear in the body.
Absolutely.
See if that helps at all. I will mark a fatigue to help if I can do that.
100%. I'll even mark a
Free condition. It's time to bully this man again.
There is no need for all this pageantry. Offer to take you there. I
Yet
will
you're
cause
not answering my question.
no harm. Free to leave. Recognize the significance of
That cup was given to me by my father.
Okay, yes, it's very important. All right.
Ember's
I think-
sitting there with a tear. Like, I resonate with that so much.
Mayari's just like, Kim.
My coin was given to me by my father.
So you understand.
Ah! I would like to walk up to this person. Are they gonna move? Do they move? Do they flinch? Do they do anything?
Nope.
I'm gonna just try to take off their hood and like pull down
that
to see
one.
what
They
their
will
face looks
move,
like.
just kind of leaning away from you.
I feel like for us to follow you to some unknown location, we should have a little something on our end. So we got to look at your face, and if you take us to a place that is undesirable to us, we have a face that we can bring to the more proper authorities. We can do this the easy way, or we could do this the hard way.
I mean, you're facing down.
Reach
the
up,
Avengers.
grab the mask portion, split down, take back the very closely shaved, almost military-esque shaved head, just very dark hair. Fairly young, surprisingly young. Very angular features, very masculine. Happy?
I'll remember you. And I'll step
Suppose you
back.
will. So, do we have a deal? At this point, Dai and come kind of hobbling out of the alleyway, still a little groggy.
As they walk out, I look at them and I go, "How do you two feel about going to some shady place, unbeknownst to us, until we get there with a shadier person?"
I believe Faye may be in need of some proper rest and recovery before we engage in any clandestine rendezvous.
Yeah. Yeah. A nap would be nice.
May have an option for that.
However, we were able to handle the other individuals that I believe are under the employ of this man.
For my employ. Ah. Ready?
Are they not?
No. Their first night out. Offering to train them. For my employ.
So you're shift lead? Is that what you're saying?
Not a
You're
very
going
good one.
or not?
That depends. My friends need to recover. I'm not about to just leave them if we are going to a secondary location.
If the rest of you are fighting fit, I can bring Faye back to my lodgings for a bit of rest and recovery if the three of you think you are up for the task of interacting with this individual.
If you wanted, I would count waking up Faye as being guide and company.
Oh, wonderful.
You can roll with your harmony.
Harmony. That is a 12.
Oh,
absolutely.
Yes!
It would be hilarious if Faye chose to shut you down. But
No.
yeah, you have the choice
about it.
to embrace.
I embrace. Yes.
Yes.
A clear condition or to
Too fatigue it is.
die, you get to
And-
ask a question.
Yep. And I get a team from that because of my leadership type.
Heck yeah.
And I will ask Faye, why are you so obsessed with us being Avatar reincarnations?
Oh.
I'm gonna need you to never roll that with me ever.
Asking the deep questions
Yep,
immediately.
the deep stuff.
I rolled 10 minutes. Just what's your favorite color?
So, is this what was that? Would this have happened like in the alleyway?
In the alleyway, yeah. It's just you two.
Okay. Okay. So Faye is going to like I'd imagine like maybe in that semi-groggy state, he's just gonna say, I can't bend. I wish I could bend. I wish I could do what other people could do. And I can't. And so I hope that I might be able to meet the person who could bend everything. I just want to know them.
Well, Faye, to be completely honest, what you accomplished with your technological marvel is beyond anything I could accomplish on my own. I believe it is something that not even Ember could accomplish on his own. It is not the fact that it is not the bending that makes someone great. It is how they employ their talents and the will they use to employ them. You sacrificed a great deal to help your friends, and you employed a skill beyond that of your friends. Or not beyond that of your friends, different than that of your friends. You have power. You have something inside you. You do not need to be the avatar to be what you want to be. You simply need to grasp what you have and foster it and grow from it.
Thank you.
You're a good man, Faye. I look forward to our continued friendship.
And you would notice that like as Faye like starts to smile, he'll just kind of turn away a little bit, just in the shadow. You just see maybe just a slight glisten drop down. But he hurriedly like wipes his face, saying, "Oh, I must have like bled something. Okay, we're fine."
There was a lot of that wax about. I'm sorry, you might have gotten some in your eye.
Yeah, it was the wax.
Do you have anything of value that might be immediately visible?
Immediately visible, not besides my staff. Like Dai's clothes are nice.
Like a pouch or a ring?
Yeah, oh yeah, Dai definitely has nice rings. Dai has a good number of, or like just very high value rings.
It's double ones.
Oh god.
Zwak comes up in like the guise of, like trying to like give you a hug or just kind of and Faye, you notice, this ploy. You know what's about to go down, and you can absolutely stop him before he does anything.
Yeah, I'm gonna hurry up and like kind of run to intercept and just say, "Oh, I'm glad you're okay. I'm glad you're okay."
Yes, Zwak certainly proves his own tonight as well, it seems. I saw him standing triumphant over the fallen villains.
Yeah, you made sure that they didn't get away, didn't you? Zwak?
Get a brisk salute, mimicking Ember.
Yes.
But yeah, and then fast forward back, everyone's together. Individual is offering to take you on a little walk, midnight stroll.
Do you think you're up for such a task, Faye? I know you took quite a beat
Yeah. I'll hang back a little bit, but I want to be there for this.
I'll be certain that no harm comes to you.
Thank you.
I'm certain that our bending allies can fend for themselves, at least for a moment.
Absolutely.
I can fend for myself all day.
I have no doubt.
I mean,
So,
Right.
plan is to let this individual lead, take you where they're going, and then let them go.
There's a flaming sword behind that person at all times.
that is the stated plan that has been said out loud in character. What the plan resolves being once the scene
I
happens.
should say that's the plan that out loud has been agreed upon. As he turns, he will look back towards that maze of floating glass and just take this very fluid motion, flowing the hands almost kind of mimicking waterbending. You've seen bits of earthbending, bits of, or at least movements that mimic earthbending, movements that mimic firebending, and now movements that waterbending. And the glass would slowly return to its perfectly intact.
Question. This is important. Is what bending is that?
Yeah, I think both Dai and Kim would recognize.
you can't have 3 earthbenders in one episode. I have an issue with this guy.
They are
I
bending
figured
quartz glass.
Yeah, I figured, but I had to ask because of certain reasons. Because you said firebending kind of style was kind of in there, so I was like, possibly, but yeah.
It's like how the lightning redirection technique uses water bending techniques to fire bend.
Yeah,
something like that. That's cool. I like that.
But yeah, it would be a decent walk. While there's any questions you have from this individual, that would be your.
I think Mayari, as soon as she saw that technique, would like just kind of say, "You've got good form," and then she'll just kind of slide back to wherever Kim is and kind of give you a double tap that feels familiar. Of like, I'm feeling pretty tapped out, and she's gonna kind of like gesturally ask if she can lean against you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Had a good teacher. 2 of them, actually.
It's a poor thing that your skills are being used to hurt other people.
It is. Is that Ember?
Oh no, that's fine. Ember just say, "Let's talky more walkie." And then...
Oh yeah, but this is as you're walking. This conversation
off the plank.
Ember is very I was gonna say Ember is very on guard the entire time. This person doesn't take his eyes off of him.
Dai is taking up the rear, probably with Faye still leaning on him, but I'm not okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Faye is like
both literally and more of metaphorically at this point, I think.
Yeah, definitely. And Faye, I'd say in one moment he would just whisper like, "Hey, about what we said, can you please don't tell anyone else?"
Tell anyone what? I found you in an alley and brought you to, and we returned to our friends.
Faye will just nod, smile, and just keep walking silently.
As the others have kind of paired off and fallen back a little, this individual would look back at you. Don't have to follow so close.
I think I do. Maybe following you somewhere to where possibly may be our demise, but if I get any hint of that on the way there, you'll be dealt with swiftly.
Told you I'm not
So-
going to harm you.
You say that. We all say things. Doesn't mean we mean them.
Wouldn't want to leave. Wouldn't be.
And if I didn't want to be a civilian, well, that doesn't work actually. If I wanted to be a civilian, no wait. If I didn't want, the point is,
Think it out.
we all don't want a lot of things, all right? But
It's almost imperceivable movement, but one heel just kind of hits at the sharp angle. And Ember, even as you're thinking through that statement, kind of bump face first into something so clear that it's almost imperceivable. And he does stop. He has a smile on his face. And he lets the glass kind of shatter and back down. And
I light his jacket on fire.
That was a dirty move, my man.
If I wanted to escape, I would.
I know,
reason.
but still, yeah. Okay. I guess I don't have a reason then. Ember will continue to stay close.
Any other questions? Walk in, more or less silent.
I think Di might make just miscellaneous attempt to make miscellaneous small talk with the rest of the group, nothing serious, just basically getting the lowdown on episode 1 so that he is in character, caught up with what happened there.
Gotcha.
Kim is zoning all of that out and just staring daggers into the back of the dude's head.
Mayari is occasionally poking Kim in the ribs. Just
Stop. Trying to focus.
This is good.
So Faye and I have a nice conversation about
Yeah,
episode
yeah.
1.
Look, Faye is gonna talk up Ember and Mayari so much of what happened with the ship, specifically the getting hit by lightning to prevent the big ship from getting split open by that huge blast, and Mayari pulling people out of the water, and he'll completely avoid talking about Zwok 2.0. It's still a little fresh in his heart. But yeah, I mean he'll be really playing those elements up.
Once again, and I think Di might make some comment towards the end of just and once again you put others before yourself. And just nod and just absorb the information that is being given.
Well, would be led deeper public city, down street after street, occasionally taking the side alleyway. It just very plaza. There are buildings around, there are homes. They look out of the ordinary. But Kim, this is absolute. Should you have followed up and the map, where it would have.
Wasting my time. I could have gone here myself.
I think as Mayari is slowly piecing that together after rethinking about the exchange and about the cup and about who gave the cup and about the map connection, she'll maybe imperceptible, maybe you feel it, but there's a tenseness as she kind of thinks about the fact that you withheld information from her.
Pain in my Well, held up my end of the bargain. Just kind of like goes to stand over the manhole cover, basically. Stomps down a few times. Good luck. Stop him.
Hey. Oh god, go ahead.
All at once.
Everybody's gonna say something.
Go ahead, Kim.
I was gonna ask for his name.
Yeah, I was
Or like a nickname or something.
I want to imagine it's like he goes to turn around and the entire group. What's your name?
Yeah.
In unison.
Need your name so I know how to avoid you.
Zai. Call me Zai.
Zai, how do you spell your name?
It's spelled Z-I-A.
Z-I-A.
Oh.
Zai, you got a weird name. Respect. Okay, that's all from me.
As he disappears off into manhole cover, lifts and starts to move off to the. A very gruff older gentleman takes one look at you and immediately starts to grab the manhole cover to slide it back. And Don wants nothing to do with any of you and just starts to put that manhole cover back where it was.
Don!
Sorry, who?
Don!
Don? I'm running! Get back here, you little shit!
And I think that is a fantastic point for us to put a pin in this game and hold this conversation off for next session. Well, so much for being here, for being an amazing cast. My face hurts so much from smiling. Thank you to everyone that came out to support us. Super heckin' appreciate it. We literally can't do this without you. Bottom of my heart and everyone at the Lost Caravan, thank you. But I do want to go around one last time, give everyone a chance to tell the people who you are and where they can find you on the internet. So clockwise again, starting for me, which means starting with Caitlin.
Hey everybody, I'm Caitlin Kenny. You can find me on Twitter at Kate J Kenny, Kenney. And I'm a writer for the stage, for the screen, and for games. So if you need a writer for a project, here I am. Yeah. I will be continuing on with the show as my Ari Best Show, and next month, hopefully, we will be doing a second mystery with Myth, a sleuthing detective group of elder, like semi-retired detectives who are all back on the job to solve magical mysteries. So yeah, come and join in when that happens. Yeah, thank you all so much, and pass it off
over to Matt.
Sweet. Hello, my name is Matt. I played Faye this evening. You can find me everywhere as improv and RPG. Thank y'all so much. It's just such a blast. Thank you.
Over to Xtel.
Hello, everyone. I'm Xtel. You can find me. Wait. I'm Xtel. I played Ember today. That's how we do that. I played Ember today. I am Ember, kind of, so it kind of felt like I was just saying it both at the same time the first time anyway. But anyway, yeah, I played Ember. You can find me at Extra the King on Twitter, Instagram, other stuff, except Facebook. Never Facebook. But I got a Vampire the Masquerade game coming up May 10th, Blood Tax Season 2, over on Take Your Roll. I run Vampire Story, and it's a great time. Chaotic cast, and they're gonna face some consequences this season, so check that out. I'm excited to continue playing Ember. Honest, I cannot wait for this. Every time. 2 weeks cannot come soon enough. But yeah.
Yeah, that brings us over to Winter, who not only joined our game for the first time, but joined the channel for the very first time.
Yes.
Guess you forgot to join the channel when I signed on to this project. Anyway, hello. My name is Winter. I played Day or Die, depending on how I felt like pronouncing it. That sentence. You can find me on Twitter at WDGrammary. I am a amateur game developer and a consultant / correspondent for Penny for a Tale, game publisher. So if you are a independent or if you're an indie game dev looking to have a product published, feel free to reach out to me. I can see what we can do to make your dreams a reality. Or if you're looking for anyone to do game writing, mostly mechanics focused stuff, I'm your girl.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
And over to McCall.
Hi, I am McCall. I play Kim tonight. I run the Eternal Studio, Twitter, YouTube, not Twitch anymore. That's my name in the chat. You can see. I am a independent artist, writer, source of chaos. I am currently working on a shop update, and the theme is Goth Arcade. So if that's your thing, keep an eye out.
There are some sick looking mushrooms.
I do love mushrooms.
It's so cool.
Yeah, that's it for me.
All right. And of course, I have been Andrew, your storyteller for tonight's game and for most games around here. Although you are going to see a bunch of friendly faces behind the GMs share in the coming weeks, we have a bunch of great people that want to tell a bunch of great stories, and we're here to support it. Our casting call for next month is closed, but we do casting calls each and every month. So if you want to come and join us and roll some dice with us, join our Discord. The link is down below, that big old button that says Discord. It's where we post things like our casting calls or schedules, just generally hang out and be giant nerds. That's all I got. This is so much fun. I'm going to throw a raid over to our friends at Neon Lights Roleplay, a bunch of more amazing nerds that are playing Rime of the Frost Maiden.
Ooh.
So, yeah, that's all I got. As always, be good people, do good things, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.